Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, find a way to lose. Please like and subscribe. Leave a donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. Look, man, I keep telling y'all, secret society's in full effect. I've been saying it for years. Before anyone on the internet start talking this shit, I was the one talking it. And I keep talking it because there's so much more to boxing than just talking about a couple of fighters with big names and recycling their names over and over and over to throw videos out just to get views. Sometimes, you got to peel the layers back to try to stitch together the real picture of what's going on behind the scenes. Now, Saudi Arabia's crown prince said that the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and you know what's going on with Saudi, is a whole lot of boxing. And you know what's going on with that boxing? They're looking to get into a lot of different markets, and America's one that they've been trying to tackle for the last, I'd say, year and a half. But American fighters they've been, working with for quite some time. Started with Canelo. Anyway, Saudi Arabia's crown prince said the kingdom wants to invest $600 billion in the United States over the next 4 years. Now, let me tell y'all this. Trump is a guy who's on a mission. And he's all about, according to him, making America great. And he's really looking at America's finances, where the money's being hidden, to help get America in a kind of recovery financially, because he feels America should be the wealthiest nation in the world, and he just feels that there's so much money has been lent and given to other countries to where America isn't in the position financially that he feels it should be. So the fact that Saudi wants to invest $600 billion in the United States, I am telling you that Donald Trump is out here putting a price tag on returning putting a price tag on everyone, especially Saudi. But of course, they're going to be looking for things in return, which Donald Trump, in my opinion, is not going to have an issue with what they may be asking for. Now, let's just try to understand what I'm about to share with you guys, right? Where is it, okay? Because people are shocked at these comments that came from Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Now, you may have heard that name before because Turki al-Sheikh talks about he has two big mountains behind him. That's why he's able to do what he does. He has a king and he has a Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. But he says right here, the Crown Prince affirmed the kingdom's intention to broaden its investments and trade with the United States over the next 4 years in the amount of $600 billion and potentially beyond that. Okay? Could be up to $1 trillion that they're looking to invest in the United States. Now, this is the killer right here. The readout did not elaborate on where. Let me just show you. Okay, the readout did not elaborate on where those investments in trade could be placed. Make this a little bit smaller. Okay, the readout makes it a little bit. Here we go. Boom. The readout did not elaborate on where those investments in trade could be placed. The U.S. in recent years has increasingly pulled away from relying on Saudi oil exports, where once was the bedrock of their relationship for decades. The Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund have taken large stakes in American business. Now, you guys listen. Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund, okay? Turki al-Sheikh is using the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund to grow boxing and to grow sports, where some people feel it's just a matter of sports washing, where the Saudis will tell you they're just trying to grow Saudi Arabia so that globally it can be viewed as a destination. But Saudi's sovereign wealth fund have taken large stakes in American businesses while also looking at sports as well. Now, I told you all Donald Trump was getting involved in boxing and getting involved in sports. I also said that Donald Trump, it was odd to me that he was at the UFC event and he was sitting right next to one of the Riyadh season representatives for Saudi out of Saudi Arabia. And I told you there's so much more going on here. It just didn't make sense to me that Turkey al-Sheikh would be able to just ease into America and start putting on these huge extravagant events and not meet any resistance. And I said, y'all got to be able to critically analyze and look beneath the surface to understand how this shit works. Now, I understand everybody here has different experience levels with dealing with things. I got this boxing channel, but remember, I'm a retired guy. I did 25 years dealing with things at a very, very high level. And believe you me, there have been numerous occasions where I sat back and I watched shit happen where I was like, how the hell did that get from point A to point Z without even going through points B through Y? How the hell did that happen? And when you start peeling the layers back, you realize, okay, that's because behind the scenes, point A and Z had sat there and had talks with points B all the way through Y behind the scenes to where no one else realized what the hell was going on. And that's the same thing where you see Turkey al-Sheikh just showing up in the United States with his Riyadh season events. You're like, how'd that happen? Because there's shit going on and conversations with extremely powerful people that's like, okay, this is what you want to do. It's going to benefit your country. Cool. Well, we need some things that's going to benefit our country. And that's what you see here with Trump and the businesses in America and the American economy. And one place to go where you know the money's there is Saudi Arabia. So it makes it a win-win for Trump, makes it a win-win for Saudi Arabia. But one thing to make sure is that Saudi Arabia, it does, however, rely a lot on, the United States. And then, of course, that these are countries, you're talking about being able to defend their country. So U.S.-made weapons and defense systems are things that are also on the table. But for us talking boxing, let me tell you something. I truly believe you're going to see an explosion of Riyadh season over here in the United States because of Saudi and continuing to invest in the American economy, American businesses. It doesn't hurt Trump. It doesn't hurt America. It doesn't hurt anyone over here to allow Saudi to come over here and put on events if in turn that's going to somehow put Saudi in a more positive light with the international community. That's a small trade-off for America when you look at the possibility of having these guys, invest up to $1 trillion in American businesses. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all keep cool. Just understand, Trump is maintaining close relations with Saudi Arabia. Okay? And some of you probably remember back in 2018, Prince Mohammed was implicated in the 2018 killing and dismemberment of a Washington Post columnist, Josh Khashoggi, in Istanbul. So remember, Trump ain't stupid. The Saudis ain't stupid. But when you see things like the dismemberment of a journalist and shit that kind of get swept underneath the rug, and Saudi's been allowed to come over here and invest in businesses, and you see in sports and stuff coming over here into America with Saudi's taking the lead, it has everything to do with that sovereign wealth fund that Trump created, probably trying to look at what Saudi's done and how they've been so successful with theirs. And I truly believe Saudi may just put some money into the United States sovereign wealth fund to get it up to speed to where Trump feels it should be. I truly believe there's a complementary relationship here where it's a win-win for America and win-win for Saudi. Now that's deep shit without me going super deep, but just understand, Trump has everything to do with the Riyadh season boxing events over here in the United States. You guys think that I'm wrong? I'll tell you, man, get your smarts up when it comes to understanding this shit that's going on. Stop getting out the shower to take a piss. Wake up. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just telling you, it is a reason why goddamn Riyadh season is over here and blowing up in the United States. Big event coming up in Vegas. Shit in Cali. More events to come this year. There's a reason why the doors have been open. Why doors have been kicked wide open for Saudi to come over here and do things. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. Keep cool. Y'all in the breeze.